Have you ever noticed emotions bubbling up on your fertility journey, like moments of sadness, frustration, or guilt, leaving you wondering what they might mean? What if I told you these emotions are not problems to fix or signs you're doing something wrong? Instead, they're messengers carrying vital feedback about what's happening within you, guiding you toward greater awareness and alignment. Today, we'll explore the wisdom of your emotions, what your feelings are trying to tell you, how to decode their messages, and ways to bring more awareness to what's going on beneath the surface. This is about connecting with yourself on a deeper level, understanding your emotions not as obstacles, but as valuable guides on your motherhood journey. Before we begin, if you're looking for tools to support your emotional and spiritual alignment, download my free Holistic Fertility Guide, a practical resource to help you nurture every part of yourself on this journey. You'll find the link in the description below. Now let's jump in. Your emotions are not random, and they are not just reactions to what's happening outside of you. They're deeply tied to your inner world, your beliefs, experiences, and even your subconscious mind. Think of emotions as the language of your inner self. When something feels out of alignment, an emotion will surface to get your attention. It's like an inner alarm system saying, "Hey, look over here. There's something you need to notice." Sadness might point to a loss or an unmet need that requires acknowledgement. Frustration could be a sign that you're out of alignment with your boundaries or your values. Guilt may arise when perfectionism has taken over or when you're placing unfair expectations on yourself. These emotions and others are not problems, they're feedback. They're showing you where something might need to shift, where care is needed, or where a part of you is asking for attention. Emotions often show up in layers. What you feel on the surface might not be the whole story. When you take the time to explore your emotions, you might notice that what's on the surface is just the beginning. Beneath that initial feeling, there's often a deeper message waiting to be uncovered. For example, frustration is often a surface emotion, the first layer. You feel frustrated because things aren't going according to plan. But beneath that frustration, there's a deeper layer of fear, fear that your efforts won't be enough. And the core message is that that fear might be asking you to trust yourself more deeply and to release the pressure to control every outcome. That trust is the core message that your soul is trying to communicate to you with your emotions. Your soul's language is not words like that of your physical mind because the soul operates beyond linear thinking and logic. Words are tools of the physical mind, designed to categorize, explain, and make sense of the physical, tangible world of what you see with your five senses of sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. The soul, however, connects to the infinite, the unseen, and the energetic. Emotions are its language because they bypass logic and go straight to the heart of your experience. They're universal, visceral, and deeply personal, allowing the soul to communicate with clarity and immediacy. When you feel joy, sadness, or peace, your soul is guiding you toward alignment or showing you where something feels out of sync with your deeper truth. Emotions are pure expressions of your inner self, unfiltered by the ego or external influences. They reflect the energy of your experiences, offering a bridge between your physical self and your divine essence. By tuning into your emotions, you're essentially listening to the whispers of your soul. And by allowing yourself the opportunity to gently peel back these emotional layers, you can uncover the deeper truths behind your feelings. This does not mean overanalyzing every emotion. It means being curious and open to the messages your emotions are offering. Let's break down some common emotions and what they might be signaling. Sadness might indicate that something has been lost or there's an unmet need asking for attention. So ask yourself, what am I grieving and how can I honor it? This might include a dream, an expectation, or even a belief you're letting go of. Frustration shows you that something in your life feels out of alignment. Maybe a boundary is being crossed, or you're feeling stuck in a situation that's not serving you. What you can do is reflect on what's not working and consider how you can adjust or set clearer boundaries. Guilt might come up if you're holding yourself to impossible standards or taking on responsibility for things beyond your control. So instead, reframe the guilt with self-compassion. Ask, am I expecting too much of myself? What would I say to a friend in this situation? Anxiety arises when you're focusing on what-if scenarios, often fueled by the fear of the unknown. Instead, ground yourself in the present moment with affirmations like, I trust that I am exactly where I'm meant to be. Now that we've explored some common emotions and what they might be signaling, let's talk about how to respond to them in a way that deepens your connection with yourself. First step is to recognize your emotions without judgment by acknowledging what you're feeling. Instead of labeling them as good or bad, simply notice what's there. So take 5 minutes to sit quietly and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? You might notice more than one emotion, and that's okay. Let them all come to the surface. And once you've named an emotion, ask, what might this feeling be telling me? Be open to whatever arises. Get curious about the message. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed, the message might be that you need to prioritize rest or ask for support. Next, know that emotions are like waves. They rise, peak, and eventually flow away. They will go away if you create space for the emotional process to happen naturally. Just as happy emotions eventually fade after hitting its apex, negative emotions will as well. The caveat is that you don't hold on to them. So ways to allow this process to unfold naturally are to journal about the emotion and its message. Move your body, take a walk, stretch, dance, exercise, or allow yourself to cry if needed. Tears are a natural release. Emotions often bring up vulnerabilities. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling a certain way, meet yourself with understanding and offer yourself compassion. Say to yourself, it's okay to feel this. I'm allowed to honor my emotions, whatever they may be. Listening to your emotions helps you build trust, not just in yourself, but in the journey you're on. When you bring awareness to your feelings, you create clarity and alignment, making space for the next steps to reveal themselves. Your emotions are not barriers, they're allies. They're here to guide you, show you what's needed, and deepen your connection to yourself and your path. Negative emotions can be some of your most powerful tools if you allow them to be. Your emotions are here for a reason, offering valuable insights and guidance. By bringing awareness to what they're trying to tell you, you can move forward with greater clarity, trust, and alignment. If this message resonates with you, take the next step. Download my free holistic fertility guide to explore practical tools for understanding and nurturing your emotions. Remember, your emotions are not your enemy. They're your guides leading you toward the next step on your journey.